Fabulous Real Talk.
Sad day, sad day. Steve McNair, murder, suicide. There's all kinds of things and all kinds of talk out there unraveling. Here's a guy that was a MVP from Tennessee, was with the Tennessee Titans. Married man for 12 years with 4 children. And he gets with this woman, young girl, 19 years old, waitress from Dave & Buster's. She's an Iranian. She alright, but his wife looked better. I'm sorry, I said it. His wife was gorgeous. And he meets this woman. Now they're saying that the woman killed him and killed herself. But there's a lot of stuff that's not being said. And I have a couple of questions. And maybe you might have questions too. But I want to know. Fabulous Real Talk wants to know. First of all, if it was a suicide and the woman was left-handed, how did she shoot herself in the right temple? Just asking. I don't know. Maybe somebody out there can unravel this mystery, but it's kind of hard to shoot yourself in the right temple. And supposedly, it was reported that she shot him and she wanted to fall in his lap and die, I guess, be with him, be close to him. And so, if she's left-handed, wouldn't she have shot herself in the left temple and fell over in his lap? I don't know. I got a special guest today. This is Teddy. Teddy, tell me, you have any ideas on how the woman did that? You're going to be Steve McNair, okay? Steve McNair. What's her name? McNair-Kazemi. I'm Kazemi, Steve McNair. This is graphic for all you people. Don't watch it if you have children in the room. Steve McNair, pow pow, me, Kahimi. Wouldn't I have done that? But no, that's not what happened. So I'm just saying, I got a couple of questions that maybe, you know, I'm not a forensic scientist, but you know, if you have just some common sense, Fabulous Real Talk, common sense would tell you that something ain't right. And supposedly she fell on top of the gun. Something just ain't right. They never said anything about powder burns being on her hands or anything like that. So all I'm saying is, okay, police, let's get to the thing. Let's get to the crux of it. If there was powder burns on her hands, if it was on the left hand and she was left-handed, how'd she get shot in the right temple? Okay, so let's really dig for what, you know, for some evidence, because I think it's something else going on there. You know, maybe the boyfriend did it. They saying the boyfriend is clear. You never know. She dumped him for Steve McNair. Maybe he had a problem with that. Anyway, moving right along, the TOTD of the day. You want to follow the trends, young people. Artists out there, if you're an artist and you want to break out into the industry, follow the trends. I got 2 words. Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy has 1 million hits on Twitter. Can you believe that? 1 million hits on Twitter? That young man knows what he's doing. I don't care what nobody say about Soulja Boy. I don't care what they say about his music. I don't buy his music because, you know, I'm not in his target market. Plus, you know, Soulja Boy tell him, love you, but I don't do that kind of music. You know, I'm a little older. But I will tell you this. Soulja Boy, Teddy, you're going to have to go back over there for a minute. Teddy's going to be over there, and he's going to come back in the next segment. Soulja Boy has 1 million hits on Twitter, and he did it by himself. Soulja Boy is on the internet every single day. Hours at a time. And he has time to make music and has time to do concerts and travel the world, play with his friends like Bow Wow, you know, his little boyfriends and stuff like that. I'm not saying boyfriend, but, you know, his male buddies. That's what I'm saying. He's got all this time, and yet he makes time to get on the internet every single day and on Twitter. So that should tell you something. Follow the trends. Do your work. Get on the internet. Get on MySpace. Get on Twitter. And you work your craft. That's it for Fabulous Real Talk today.
Fabulous Real Talk.